Hello Spooklets, welcome back to our channel. Ange isn't here, she's cooking our tea. She's cooking us some nom-noms before we go out on our investigation. Tonight, it is a story time night and we have 3 ghost stories. Now,
I don't know any of them.
No, you don't.
So it could be exciting.
And neither does Ange, and Ange isn't going to know, so I'm just going to have to watch the video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I could read the stories in the car.
Yeah,
on the way to the investigation.
We'll
We'll do that, we'll do it that way. But yeah, to be fair, I don't think I've read the stories. I just realised what they were and said thank you. I don't think, I'll know more because I've had...
Good, so it's going to be a surprise for both of us then.
That's it. I've had these 3 stories on my phone for a bit. So I can't remember if I have actually read them. I'll know when I start reading them.
Right.
But yeah, we've got 3 ghost stories of 3 different people. I can't remember if any of them can be named, but it will say, obviously, I'll see it in the email. Anyway, in the emails. Hi!
Doing beans.
Beans!
That's fine, Ange.
Yeah, so
Okie dokie.
I'm looking forward to this. We like a story time. If you have a story, you want to send it in, we can say it anonymous, you don't have to be named. Or if you do, we can give you a little shout out as well. Or we'll give a shout out anyway, you don't need to say the name, do you? But yeah, we do love this. Obviously, we're into the paranormal. We love to hear other people's stories. So yeah, send your stories in. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Paranormal Investigations on a Monday, Pick and Mix on a Thursday. Both 7 PM UK time. Thank you for our channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome.
I know I am.
Lisa's a member.
I'm too nosy, I can't not be.
No, that's it. You can watch them.
Can I?
The videos on members. Yeah, because I can show you.
I know, but it's
You
just
like
easier.
sit in the
I do,
comfort of your own home.
Like the one the other day with you and Ange, I just sat there laughing my head off.
That was funny. We do videos, guys, where we like do the scouting side of things for members, and it was funny that night, wasn't it? It was funny.
I literally was the taxi driver,
Yeah.
and these 2 were like climbing through nettles and
It was so
thistles
funny.
and everything getting caught on you and everything.
It was just full of laughs. It was amazing. But was it Penny and Donna commented saying it felt like that they were with us,
Yeah.
and it was like really cool because it was like that's what we want, and we want it for you guys as well on our paranormal investigations. We always say join us because we want you to, like, I know you can't physically be there, but you're there with us in spirit. Excuse the pun.
It disturbed me so much as part of my team was squealing for the whole time. I've bought her some trousers.
Yeah, I'm not going to get stung anymore.
Because the whole time she was, oh, ow.
I know. But I ain't got them on tonight.
No.
I've got, because these need washing, you see, that's why I've left these on.
Right,
I'll get one more wear out of them. You know what I mean? Then you can sling them in the wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try.
Okay, keep me anonymous, please. So, right. Here's another ghost story. I worked for the same company for 49 years. I haven't read this. An apprentice who was of Asian origin said to me his mother and father had an arranged marriage. They lived at his uncle's Victorian house in Wolverhampton. The one night his mum woke up to go to the toilet. She had to descend 2 flights of stairs to get to the toilet. As she came down the stairs to the first floor, she noticed the living room light was on. As she passed the room, there was a man standing in the doorway, 2 children sitting in front of a Christmas tree. She said the Christmas tree had wax candles alight. Well, that sounds old.
No, it does, yeah.
There was also a woman sitting in a chair. She said to the man, "What are you doing?" He said, "Celebrating Christmas." When she returned, the room was in darkness. His mum was so distressed about what she saw when they checked the history of the house. There had been a fire on the first floor caused possibly by Christmas tree candles.
Oh no. Oh God. Okay.
Now, if the mum had known this story of that,
Yeah,
you could say that she might have dreamt it. Do you know what I mean?
Perceived it.
Yeah, but because
she didn't
know, and then they look up the history of the house and then find that's really freaky.
That was like Victorian times.
It does sound like it. Well, can you remember the Nutcracker film, the cartoon? They light candles on that tree. I always think of that film when I see candles on a Christmas tree.
It's quite funny actually because when everybody puts their Christmas decorations up, there's a house down Waddington Hill and it's always my favourite every year, and it's because their their lights on their tree, they've got like a fir tree in the garden,
Yeah.
and they look like the proper candles. And I think it's because I always think they look really nice.
Yeah.
But they must have been so dangerous to have in a house.
Yeah, because it's a fir tree that can set alight.
It's going to dry, isn't it? Dry
Yes,
over
it
the
is.
Christmas period. Oh no.
Dangerous
that's weird.
times. Thank goodness for electricity.
But it was very extreme what she saw.
I know,
It wasn't just like she saw the blow.
It was a whole scene going on.
It was like a whole like a film almost going on. Like,
Yeah.
like for
That
her to
was
then go to the
bizarre.
toilet and then come back
And
it's all gone. That must have been really weird.
That would stick with you. I mean, I think seeing a full-bodied apparition, a grade 5.
Oh,
We
Susie's
was grading-
decided to grade them, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got orbs. They're a grade 1. They're not got enough energy to show themselves. And then
What's sort of shadowy people then?
I would give them a grade 3 to 4, depending on the thickness of the shadow.
And how much of the body you see?
Yeah. If
If it's just an arm or something, they're like a grade 2, 3, are they?
it depends how much they want to show themselves.
If there's a head and a body, then
Yeah.
ooh, they're getting there.
Yeah. But we'll give it a 10 out of 10 if they're showing full body. That's a grade
If they're
5.
standing there going, "Hi, Suze," that's a 10. You silly bugger. I can just imagine you going, "That's a 10."
Yeah. Document.
Ooh, I might give that one an 11. Look,
Yeah.
it's waving.
Yeah. That one's interacting.
Yeah, that one gets extra.
Bloody hell. So yeah, we're now grading them. But no, to see an apparition, like, or like obviously when I was
So
little-
this scene's like about 15 then, isn't it?
Oh, that tops. You can't even
got a
top
whole
that.
scene because like
That's a
not
whole
only have you
about
got not only have you got apparitions of people, you've got apparitions of a Christmas tree.
That is a grade 30 and that is a rarity.
That's an impossibility.
It is. It is a grade 30. We're going to get that one.
Right.
But
That's
yeah,
weird,
to see a ghost, it would stick with you. Like I saw the boy, you saw your mum, and saw a granddad. That is stuck with us,
Yeah.
right? But to see something like that, it's just going to be more than stuck with you. Like you would want to tell this story. I mean, I like to tell my story because I find it like amazing. Do you know what I mean?
It's that thing of like we've said before of like, even though you've seen what you've seen, I've seen what I've seen, and just seen what you still question it.
Yeah, you do.
And be a bit like
your brain
what did
naturally
I?
goes to that.
She
Trying
must.
to
So
figure
she
it
must
out.
have been like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, that must have messed with her head. It must have messed with her head.
She probably would try and like book herself into the doctors. I think
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I've seen a family.
I'm not really
in my
sure
living
what
room.
I'm seeing.
I saw a family in my living room celebrating Christmas in summer.
Yeah, it's
Or was
August.
it at Christmas time?
I don't know.
To the person that's emailed me this, was it at Christmas time? I have got a really itchy nose.
That's really strange.
Yeah,
isn't
was it at Christmas? Because it could be like a residual, maybe.
Mm.
Let us know. Let us know. That was really interesting, though.
Mm.
I'm sure I didn't read it, or you'll remember you did send me it a while ago. So maybe I read it and forgot about it. No, I would remember that if I read it. I would remember. Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah, let's get on to the next one. But I really liked that. Keep the stories coming in, guys, because we find them so interesting. Oh, Kim. We can say Kim's name. My ghost story, Kim. From Manchester! In the mid-80s, I had split up with a girlfriend after a long and emotionally hard relationship. My head was all over the place and I was quite down in my mood. I think I've read Kim's.
Right.
I had gone to bed and eventually got to sleep. I woke up and looked at my radio alarm which said 3:12 a.m. I have done this all my life at pretty much the same time every night. I huffed and puffed and decided to turn over and go back to sleep. Now I know that I was wide awake as I had dithered about getting up and going downstairs for a cigarette. I turned over and as I settled I opened my eyes and saw a woman sat in an old high back wooden chair. Again, you had a Christmas tree, now a chair. Ooh.
Wow, yeah. Carry on.
She had a full skirt, like maybe a bustle type Victorian skirt, and an either nun or old fashioned nurse headdress. She was sewing with her head down on an embroidery ring. As I stared at her, I slowly rose onto my elbow and leaned forward. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, naturally.
Yes.
She raised her head and turned towards me with a beautiful, happy smile as if to say, "Oh great, you're awake." When she looked at me, I dropped down onto the bed and shut my eyes. I was scared to death. When I looked up again, she was gone. I jumped out of my bed and ran downstairs for my cigarette. I will never forget what I saw. I can describe her, the dress, the chair in detail. She was clear as day and had a fluorescence to her. Friends and family have told me that she may have been my guardian angel, looking after me at a low point in my life, which is an interesting concept. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I have had quite a few experiences, so if you would like another, just let me know. Love what you do and love listening to us about... oh no, should say fart. Listening to us about fart and ghost hunts. Yeah, send them in. Send your stories in, Kim, because we love them.
Her saying about it being at a low period, that's what's happened to me, isn't it?
With your mum, yeah.
Mm.
Could your mum have been your guardian angel?
She always was.
Yeah. Because guardian angels can be someone you... Oh. Oh. Are you laughing or crying? What are you doing?
Yeah, both.
But they do say that your guardian angel can be someone you know or someone you don't know.
Mm. Yeah, I think for me with my mum, it was, apart from the time when I was poorly, not long ago, the times were with my kids, and I know that my mum would have been so desperate to have met them.
Yeah.
Because she never did. Because, like, I had my kids at 25 and 28, and she died when I was 21. So it's almost like you can imagine if somebody like that, who's very, like, strong-willed and stuff, which she was, is going to try and come through, it's going to be when she would want to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
So in that case, even though she didn't recognise her, maybe she could have been part of her family from the past.
Ancestor.
Yeah, who's very strong. It's like because she said she could describe her, like, precisely. It would be amazing if she could find, like, ancestral pictures and there's this person.
If you can, have a look. Ask your family. Ask your family, Kim. That is really interesting.
Yeah.
It would also scare me, seeing that.
Yeah, you'd be like, what are you doing in my room?
Yeah, I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, but obviously she didn't mean any harm, did she?
No, she gave her a lovely smile as if to say, oh, you're awake, which I can kind of see that smile in my head, like, right.
You're awake then now.
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
Yeah. But, like, she's saying about, like, being able to describe everything and the chair and what she looked like and what she was doing and all the rest of it. It's far too precise for it not to have happened.
Yeah, if you can say the details on things like what they're wearing and how they looked, what they were doing, what they were sat on. Yeah, there's
some people might say,
oh,
but you could have dreamt it. But if you know exactly, if you know in your own mind that you were awake because like she was going for a cigarette, it's like, no, I know I was awake.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. That is a really cool story.
Yeah,
but yeah,
definitely.
More experiences, Kim. Send us more because we love them.
Like it.
We've got another story to read, but then there's an update on your house that really freaked me out, so we'll tell you that at the end. But let's get on to the next story.
I don't know. That's strange.
Right. I can't read this one out, and I'm not going to say this person's name because I don't know if this person wanted me to say their name. But to this person, you're not going to probably know who I'm on about, I don't know. I'm going to message you and get you to send your story again, and we'll have to do another video with that. But it's okay, we'll move on to recent activity in Lisa and Angie's house. I haven't got anything recent in my house, it's been rather quiet. But yeah, go ahead.
I know we always sort of say about like electrical activity with sort of hauntings and stuff. The other night, I was sat where we are now, watching YouTube.
The telly's literally in front of us.
Literally in front of us, watching YouTube. Shannon was upstairs watching well, I don't know what she was doing something in her room, and she'd messaged me, but I hadn't looked at the message, and because I was getting annoyed with the telly because I was trying to watch YouTube and it kept pausing itself, and I'm like, what is it doing? Which is, it's never done it before. So I was a bit, no, and I was like, it's really random. And then I picked my phone up to see what the message was, and it was Shannon saying, something's going on, something keeps turning my telly down.
And I find it weird, I said to you, didn't I? I said to you both, I've literally just found this out before we started filming, didn't I? I find it weird that it was happening to both tellies at the same time.
In different rooms.
In different rooms, the volume on Shannon's telly, and it kept pausing on yours. I mean, if it was just Shannon's telly, it could
and it
be
wasn't
maybe
that I was like
glitch
leaning on it or anything, because the remote was there, and I was sort of sat here like this, and I was like, for God's sake, I had to keep picking it up and going, play, putting it back down. And then I've been watching a couple of, and I was like, oh, it's done it again. Play. I'm like, what is going on? So then I was like, for God's sake. So I picked my phone up and I was like, oh, Shannon's saying, oh, something's going on, like something keeps turning my telly down and muting it.
That is really weird.
Oh, sorry.
We nearly We nearly dropped you.
I nearly kicked you out there. took your legs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really strange.
It is really, really weird that, because it's happening on both tellies at the same time as well.
We've had, well, like the video that you put up the last week, the one up in the room where we're now sleeping and stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite unusual for us to have activity this time of year.
Yeah, because you said, isn't it from October to April?
Yeah, about sort of springtime it stops. So for us to have it now is quite unusual. Yeah, don't know. It's odd.
It is odd. Is it because we do what we do?
Possibly.
No, I mean, I don't...
And because we're talking to them, because we keep doing investigations here.
Maybe they're like, oh, they know we're here. It could be. It's just something to keep an eye on. We keep documenting it, don't we? And you tell me your stories, I tell you mine from my house. But it's been really quiet, mine. Really, really quiet. Well, I've not said any stories. I haven't, have I? No, I've not had anything.
No, nothing. Nothing's been happening.
No, the last thing was it the bin and the loft hatch?
Yeah.
And the radio.
Your Slender Man.
Oh yeah, Slender Man's in my loft. I think he's gone. We're safe now.
He's decided he's had enough.
He took me digestives and left.
I was going to say, after you had that crap biscuit, he decided
he was like, her biscuits are no good.
She gets biscuits with only half chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Some of these people aren't going to know what we're going on about.
Oh, Susie had a packet of biscuits and sent us. She likes it. She's a bit into the digestives, chocolate digestives, and she sent a picture saying, what's going on here? And it was a biscuit with only half of it had got chocolate on and the other half had all...
I was getting ready to go back to Tesco.
And she was like, how dare they give me such a crap biscuit?
I was fuming. But the thing is, they'd have seen that come off the conveyor belt thing.
Yeah, and they still let it in.
I'm fuming.
Disgusting.
You can't do that. And while we're on the matter of your chocolate digestive biscuits, Tesco, I see what you're doing. I was there buying my chocolate digestives the other week, and they were 65p. Something like that. They're now 75p to 80p or something. I'm probably getting the price wrong. They were one price, and they've gone up, and you've done Aldi price match. And you keep doing that on your food and not my chocolate digestives. Same with the Jaffa cakes. They were £1 a box for twin tubes, and they're now £1.30.
Disgusting.
Scandalous, Tesco. I'll be haunting you.
She'll be coming after you.
Well, but yeah, that's that. Sorry, we're a story short. I don't know why. Basically, I was flicking through the message, and because it was on Facebook Message, and it's only letting me look up so far, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, don't worry. The story will get read out. I can't remember whether I'd actually read that one. I definitely read Kim's.
Yeah.
I definitely remember reading Kim's. But thank you so much again, guys, for sending me in, sending us in, sorry, your stories. Again, we absolutely love them. If you've got a story, send them in. Socials are linked in the description, and my email if you want to email me your story. And we'll read them out and have a chat about them, because we find them so interesting, don't we?
We do.
We like, obviously, our own stories and happenings, and you know, especially when we go out on investigations if things happen and that. But we love hearing other people's stories.
We do.
We do.
We do.
We love having a conversation. We love these chats, don't we?
Aye.
These paranormal chat videos, they are good. But yeah, we're going to go. I can smell tea now.
Yeah.
Oh, my nose whistled.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go. I need to charge the battery as well, probably.
Okay.
We'll speak to you all in the next video, guys. But until then, sleep tight.